Hi class, this is Mr. Hammond. Today we're going to do a lab that's going to practice communicating clearly with one another. The supplies you'll need for this lab is a pencil, some colored pencils, a packet of Post-its, and then a bag with some Lego pieces in it. So I'm going to start by setting up our page. So find your next open available page, and I'll set up the page for you so you can see how it's done. Alright, now that we've got that done, let me point out a couple things. Make sure that you have two Post-it notes and they're on the right side of your page near the edge. Top one should be labeled top, the bottom one should be labeled side. I'll get to this in a moment. Make sure you spell communicate clearly, appropriately. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Make sure your bag number is up in the top right hand corner. This is very important. Don't forget this. And make sure you have your directions on the left hand side. So the next step is you and your partner are going to take your Lego pieces and you're going to create some type of building or structure. You can use all the Lego pieces or you can use fewer, like 3, 4, whatever you would like to do. So I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to put the white on top of it. And then now that you and your partner have this built, the next part's kind of tough. You've got to dismantle it and rebuild it. And as you rebuild it, you've got to write directions for how you built it. So I'm going to start by saying I take the blue brick. This is called a brick. And these are the little things on the top that stick out and make it easy for these Legos to click together are called studs. So studs and bricks. So this brick right here has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I could say take the blue brick with 12 studs. And the next thing I did is I snapped the white brick over 6 of the studs on the end. So I got to tell them to take the white brick and I'll snap the white brick with 8 studs on the end of the blue brick. But only cover 6 studs on the blue brick. Now, I can see I could make some changes. This is my first attempt. I might decide I want to erase this and word it a little differently. You're going to want to talk about this with your partner. Even reading over mine, I can tell it might have been easier to say, snap the white brick with 8 studs onto 6 of the studs on the blue brick. That might have summarized it a little bit better. And of course, I might go back and change that. It doesn't hurt to make changes. Too often kids try to rush through their work and they just want to get it done and they don't really want to think about what they're doing. And in the process, if you communicate and you rush things, you're not going to be very clear. So that's what this whole point or this whole thing's about. So I'm going to take some time, I'm going to rebuild my structure, and I'm going to write out the directions here. And then we'll move on to the next part. Alright, so now you've got your directions. This is the final step. Over here where we have top and side, this is the tough part. We've got to now draw a picture of our structure from a top view and a side view. Now, to do the top view, you basically want to set your piece down and look directly down over the top, and you only draw what you see on the top. So you're going to have to get up and look on top and then draw it over here. And that's going to go underneath your Post-it. So you're going to want to make sure you fit the drawing underneath the Post-it so they can't see it when you close it down. Then you're going to take it and you're going to put it on its side, or if you want, you can set it on the edge of a table and then squat down and look at it from a side view. I'd probably pick the side view that's easiest for them to do or complete the structure. In this case, this would not be a good side view. That would be a great side view for them to look at. So I'll probably look at it from this side and then draw underneath that Post-it. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so now I'm all done. I've drawn my two pictures and I have my directions. You'll notice I got the top view, got the bottom view, it's all colored in. Next I'm going to take my bricks apart, put them back in bag 18. Make sure you do this. In the past, sometimes kids have actually put their object into the bag fully made, which totally ruins the experience, as you can imagine. So make sure you take it apart and put it back in the bag. And I want you to know this too, I didn't use one of my blocks. And that's fine. Just keep it in the bag, number 18, and then return bag 18 to your teacher. Now what we'll do on the following day is we're going to let you guys switch your notebooks with another group of people. They're going to take your bag and they're going to attempt to build using your directions and then adding your pictures and seeing if they can get the structure correct. One more thing. Before you take this apart, I would take one of your iPads and take a picture of what your structure looked like so you can show the group what you had built. That way you have a record of what you did.